What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and here we have the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I have some things that I like about it, and also some reasons why you probably shouldn't upgrade, but we'll get into all of that and more later in this video, so sit back, relax, and let's get started. So first up with the Galaxy S24, we do have a new titanium frame here, and we have this new colorway right here, which looks really nice. I actually do like the look of it, but honestly, from the back, you can't really tell the difference between this and the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Everything looks just kind of the same here. Around the front side, we do have this nice, beautiful big display with some new symmetrical bezels going on right there. It looks very nice, and we have our ultrasonic fingerprint sensor right there in the middle. Another thing to point out about the display is we do have an anti-reflective coating, which works pretty good to get rid of a lot of the reflections from the lights around here, so that's nice. I do actually really like the display here. It's 2600 nits of brightness, which is absolutely a beast outside. Outdoors, this thing is not gonna have any problems, but I gotta say, everything so far looks pretty good. I mean, it's got a slightly thinner design, and the display doesn't round off at the edges anymore. It's just completely flat from edge to edge, which is really nice. So you can expect that. And other than that, I mean, really everything else is just kind of run of the mill here. That's not a bad thing though. I mean, the wheel wasn't broken, so why fix it? So inside of the phone, we have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy. We also have 12 gigabytes of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage for this. Like I said, absolute monster, but the specs always don't tell you the whole story about the phone. And you know what? This phone is super snappy. It's super fast. I haven't had any issues with performance from downloading apps to playing games, anything like that in between. It's been absolutely a dream to use. And you know what? I would expect that. I mean, it's 2024. I'm not surprised by any of the smooth performance on the S24. It's just something to note here. Also inside, we do have a 5000 milliamp hour battery, which I'll touch on in a little bit here. But overall, specifications, pretty awesome. Around the back side of the device, we do have a 200 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. We also have a 10 megapixel telephoto camera with 3 times optical zoom, and a 50 megapixel telephoto camera with 5 times optical zoom. So the cameras here are absolutely great. We're gonna talk about the camera right now because the photos here, they look absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I will leave a gallery linked below so you can check out all of the full resolution photos for yourself. But even zoomed in at that 5 times optical zoom or even 10 times optical zoom, everything looks completely crisp and clean, and I haven't had any complaints about the camera so far. Again, this is something that I'm not super surprised about. It's 2024. This is Samsung's flagship smartphone, the S24 series. I expect it to have good cameras, and I expect it to work flawlessly in that regard. And you know what? It absolutely has. All of the photos here off this thing are absolutely amazing. The video is really good as well. We have 4K video on this and up to 8K actually, and it just looks absolutely phenomenal. Also around the front side, we have a 12 megapixel shooter, and again, all the photos off this thing look amazing. Gallery linked below in the description if you want to go ahead and check that out for yourself. But really, let's talk about some of the new features here coming with the S24 Ultra, and a lot of them surround AI. So with the Galaxy S24 series, we have a lot of AI features here. This is a very smart phone, for lack of a better term. It has a lot of AI stuff. In fact, Samsung spent a lot of time, majority of the keynote, talking about all of the AI features that are embedded in here. Now, me personally, I probably won't use a lot of them in my day-to-day life just because that's how I am. But we have features like real-time text translation, real-time call translation. When you're on the phone with somebody that speaks another language, the S24 series will automatically translate that language for you in real time and say it back to you in your native language, which is really cool. So that's a cool thing. But like I said, Samsung spent a lot of time talking about AI features on this device. But the thing is here, this will be coming to a lot of other phones. Now, I should say that lightly because Samsung did announce that it will be coming to older generation Galaxy devices, probably such as the S23 series, the Flip, the Fold, things like that. So if you don't have the S24 series and you really wanted these AI features, just have a little patience. You'll probably get that in a future update coming at some point in the near future, which is great. But let's talk about some of the AI features here. One of the ones that they announced that's really cool is circle to search. Now this feature is a Google feature actually, but it launched on the S24 series right here. So we have circle to search. If I hold down the home button here, you can see that I can just circle something with my S Pen and it'll automatically search for it on Google. Look at that, it pulls up images that look exactly like what I searched. Really, really cool feature here, and you can do it on pretty much anything. If I want to go ahead and let's circle this right here, boom, it's gonna pull up other things that match that. Here we go. And look at that, it pulled up that bed right there on Instagram. It pulled it up many other places. Really, really cool feature to have on this phone. But this isn't anything that's exclusive to the S24 series. It just launched with the S24 series. So you can expect to find that on a lot of other Android phones as it rolls out to them. So it's not something that is specific to this phone, though, in my opinion, it is one of the coolest features that we have on this phone and something that I could see myself using an absolute ton. It's just really, really smart and simple. It's not something that, like I said, is exclusive to the S24 series, but it is something that's really cool and it's on this phone right now. So if you need that feature, run out and get this, you won't be disappointed. Real quick though, I wanna give a huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Taurus, and their brand new O-stand case for the S24 series. Now, I have the S24 Ultra here, but you can see that this is a nice, slim, but protective case. It does definitely cover the phone all the way around, and it is pretty awesome. I love the clear look here, so I can see the color of the S24 Ultra from the backside, and we do have a ring right here as well. Now, this is kind of an all-in-one case because it does provide a lot of functionality. We have a regular case, we have a stand built in here, so if we pull this out, you can see that I can actually stand this up in portrait mode. I can flip it around and have it in landscape mode if I'd like, and that stand can be adjusted to adjust the lean or the degree at which your phone is sitting at, which is really awesome. And we have a nice little ring here so I can put my fingers through there and be able to grip the phone a little bit easier so I don't have to worry about dropping it, which is great. But on top of that, this ring acts as MagSafe compatibility for your S24 Ultra. So if you have any MagSafe chargers from Apple or anything that's compatible with Apple, you can use those to magnetically and wirelessly charge up your device. It's just really cool all around. I mean, you can't go wrong with this thing. And it's a nice, slim, and protective case. So if you want to pick up this case, I will definitely leave a link below for you. But we also have their new screen protector for the S24 series as well. Installation of the screen protector is an absolute breeze with the applicator tool that they provide here. All you have to do is slip your phone underneath the tool here, and then you can go ahead and pull on this tab, just like so. And then you can go ahead and slide your phone on out of there, pull off the outer film here, and we have a nice, clean, and applied screen protector, and we can just push the bubbles off to the side. Look at that. Look how perfect that came out just by using the little tool they provide. So if you want to pick this up or the O-stand case, like I said, links are down below in the description for you, and a huge shout out to Taurus for sponsoring this video. Another feature that was announced for this phone that is pretty cool is the ability to edit photos using AI. So if we tap this little icon right here, in fact, anywhere you see that little icon, you can pretty much execute some cool AI features with. Now, if we want to go ahead and remove something, let's go ahead and remove Jonathan here out of the corner. Just go ahead and circle him. Got him selected, and we're gonna go ahead and tap and hold, and we can go ahead and erase. So I have him completely erased from there, and now I'm going to generate the background again on that photo, and we'll have a new photo pop up here that has Jonathan completely erased from the photo, which is pretty cool. I mean, I do like these AI features. Obviously, you can see this happening in real time. So that kind of thing is what you can do with the AI features on here. We can also go ahead and let me go in here and select myself. I can select myself right there. And then I can go ahead and move myself anywhere I want. If I tap and hold, I can put myself down here on the floor, and then you can tap on generate and it will fill in the image there. So this is nothing special, really. I mean, it's cool and it works really well, but as far as photo editing goes, we're seeing this pop up a lot more on other phones, and you can see there I just moved myself to a completely different position. Let's go ahead and back out of that though, discard the changes, and you can see there I am back in the regular position that I was in when I first took the photo. But like I said, these AI features are really cool and they're really advanced, and I'm sure the chipset has a lot to do with how quick they are, but a lot of it is cloud-based as well, so it happens over the internet. But the thing is, it's coming to older Galaxy devices. So do you need this phone to accomplish what we accomplish here? No, we've seen it on other phones. We're seeing it on the Galaxy phone now. It's happening a lot across Android. Let's just put it that way. We have a lot of these photo editing features that are assisted by artificial intelligence happening a lot in the world right now. I mean, it's just something that we've seen quite a bit, and not to discount Samsung for what they're doing here, because like I said, it works pretty awesome and it looks pretty awesome, and I'm very excited to have these features on this phone. But keep that in mind when you're thinking about upgrading to this phone. Will the phone that you have get AI features like this in the near future? I don't know, maybe, but it's something to definitely keep in mind. Another cool feature that we have here that is assisted by AI is the fact that we can make any video a slow-mo video by simply tapping and holding on it. So you can see there that it slowed down the video when I release. We're back at normal speed here. Tap on it again, everything goes to slow-mo. Now what that's doing is it's filling in the frames for us on the video itself and creating this slow-mo video, which is actually pretty awesome. I mean, it's pretty cool to be able to get slow-mo video out of something that wasn't originally captured in slow-mo, but I don't think that it's a reason to run out and buy this phone. Now, if it wasn't obvious to you yet, I'm gonna go out and say here that this wasn't meant to be a direct upgrade path from something like an S23 Ultra. If you have maybe an S20, an S21, S22, this phone is going to surpass your expectations because it's absolutely awesome and it's packed with a lot of cool features. But like I said, don't look at this phone as an AI machine that you absolutely need, because a lot of those features are coming to the older Galaxy devices, as I said, and I believe that's the S23 series as well as the Flip and the Fold. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it is coming to older Galaxy devices, which they did announce in the keynote, as I said earlier, but I digress. Let's talk about battery life here, because this thing is an absolute beast with a 5,000 milliamp hour battery inside, and I gotta say, the battery life is absolutely incredible. I can go through an entire day worth of just tearing this phone down as much as I can and still have 30% battery life at the end of the day. Now, I don't think that this is a multi-day phone for me personally. That's just my use. Your mileage may vary. I hate getting into specifics about batteries because everybody's usage is absolutely different, but I did try to use the heck out of this phone and the battery life was pretty awesome. Along with all of that, with the S24 series, we do have the S Pen. Now, me personally, I'm not a big S Pen user. It's just not something that I use very often, and that's okay. I've used it for photo editing to kind of get precise with things, but other than that, it's not something that I'm running out to use right away. I'm not writing things down with the S Pen on the screen, though you do certainly have that ability here. If you would like to write things down, boom, there you go. You can write stuff down just like that. And it's pretty simple and easy to use. But it's not something that I'm gonna spend a lot of time on in this video because I personally don't use it, and there weren't any changes here to the S Pen that you really need to know about. Like I said, with this phone, we have amazing cameras, and that's probably the most important thing to people these days is how the camera quality is. It's absolutely awesome. We have a nice updated design. We have a titanium frame, and we have those flat edges on the display, which is very, very awesome. And we have a bunch of AI features. That is the big thing with the S24 Ultra series, is the artificial intelligence that's happening. So this is an absolute beast of a smartphone, and I think that if you buy it, you'll absolutely love it. There's a lot to love about the S24 Ultra, but there's also a lot that might leave you thinking, is it worth the upgrade? Well, if you have an S23 Ultra, probably not. You probably want to stay away from that, but this isn't a direct upgrade path from that phone. This is a refinement, and that's perfectly okay. Samsung added a lot of cool features here. You'll get the AI features if you have an S23 Ultra, and I'm sure that there'll be a lot of other AI features coming out on all smartphones in the near future. Circle the Search is one of those that we'll get from Google in a future update, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, I think it's a great smartphone. I just think that there are some things on here that don't necessarily warrant you to run out and buy this phone. I think that you'll love it if you do though. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the thumbs up button. If you're new around here to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos like this drop in the near future. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Once again, this is Dom, and I will catch you in the next video.